Afternoon, depending on where you're listening to this broadcast from. My name is Dr. Max Oluba, and I'm excited to come your way this evening as we share the secrets to maximizing 2024. So this is part 2 of the series. I like to find out people that are joining me from different platforms. We are streaming live from so many platforms this evening. So I've seen some people have joined from Instagram, we are on YouTube, we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, and we are on X. So wherever you're joining me this evening, I'd like to welcome you. Today is going to be an exciting episode as we talk about the cycle of success. So I want to welcome you. Just say hi. I think somebody just say hi and let me know where you're joining in from. So if you're on Twitter, if you're on LinkedIn, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, thank you for all the people that are joining. I can see the wave. Oh, thank you. We are getting excited. I'm excited already because people are joining from different platforms. Okay, I've seen somebody from YouTube. Thank you. I've seen somebody from YouTube that has joined the broadcast. So this evening, what I'll be teaching is the cycle of success. So for those on Instagram, please just follow me. I'm going to share some slides. You might not be able to see the slides, but you will learn the concept and the lesson. If you want to see the slide, you might have to go to either Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or YouTube to see the slide. But you will learn the lessons even if you don't see the slide. So what we're talking today is the cycle of success. So I'd like to welcome everybody again. So good evening if you're in the time zone that it's evening. Good afternoon if you're in the afternoon time zone. I don't know whether if there's anybody in the morning time zone. Let's get started for time's sake. I just want to confirm, can you see my slide? Let me ask for those people that I'm joining from different platforms, either from YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn. Can you see my slide? Yeah, okay. Can you see my slide? If you can see my slide, just tell me yes, and I can project the presentation. So last week, I think just to summarize what we covered last week, for those people that did not join the last week message. Last week we started talking about maximizing 2024. The year has already started. Thank you. I can see some people have said from Facebook and YouTube that they can see my slide. So last week we started the concept of maximizing 2024, and what we did was take the concept of Happy New Year. That's the normal greeting that we every time we usher in a new year is Happy New Year, and we said there are certain mysteries that are embedded in that particular greeting. And one of the mysteries that we said is that there are 3 keys, but for you to understand it, we said that the word happy is the goal of the greeting, while the new year is the process. And I will explain what I mean as you follow me here for those that missed it last week. And what we said in that context of happy is that you deserve to be happy. That's why we say Happy New Year, or the word prosperous new year. It's like my wish, my prayer, my hope, my expectation for you is that you have a happy, a glorious, and a prosperous new year. So you deserve to be happy, and you need to personalize it. Oh wow, thank you, Tinuke. I can see that you're dialing in from London. Thank you, I appreciate that. You deserve to be happy, and you need to personalize this by telling yourself, I deserve to be happy. And that word means that I deserve to make progress, that the universe would align to favor me this year, to give me speed to my goals and to my dreams. That was what we covered last week in that context, that you deserve to be happy. When I said in order for you to experience that, there are 3 Ds. Under that, you deserve to be happy. The first D is the D of desire, that you need to desire it. The second D is the D of definition. You need to define what happiness is for you, because we are motivated to reproduce what we have defined as important to us. So whatever you define as important is what you will pursue in order for you to accomplish it. So if you cannot define it, you might not be able to find it. And the last D is the D of demand it, that you need to demand it of yourself. And we said there are 2 groups of people when it comes to demand. Those who expect others to do things for them, And last week, I didn't mention it, but I just need to say that those people who tend to be passive in life because they expect people to do things for them. And when those people fail, they become bitter. So if you see somebody that is passive or somebody that is bitter, that person falls in that first group, the group that believes that other people are supposed to design their lives for them. The second group are the people that take responsibility for their future and create the life that they want. If you want 2024 to be your best year ever, you need to take responsibility for it and create the life that you want. I wrote a summary of this on my Twitter handle. So if you go to @Dr. Maxwell Oba on Twitter, you will see a summary of this on the handle. So let's go straight this evening. So what I would like to share this evening. So I want to welcome everybody, unlocking the possibilities of the year. I'd like to welcome everybody again. I know there are internet issues here, but just stay with me. You will learn some things. So I want to talk about the cycle of success. That's the message for today's presentation. Success is a cycle, and we'll use a simple analogy so that you can understand it. I want you to do something for me this evening. Let's substitute new year. So you have new year. Let's remove the concept of year, and let's replace that year with a house. So you have a new house, you have a new car, a new job, a new promotion. So if you replace year with some other things like house, car, job, promotion, can I ask you a question here? Let me see. I think I have people, yes, that will respond. What emotional state would somebody who just got a new house, whether as a gift, a new car as a gift, a new job as a gift, a new promotion, you deserve that promotion, what emotional state would that person experience? Can anybody, somebody asked me on LinkedIn, how do we get the record? The record is on Instagram. The video is actually on my YouTube page. Oh, thank you, Tanuka. Excited, grateful, I like that. Happy, Daniel, thank you. So I want to use that word, excited. I want to use that word. I agree that once you have a new house, a new job, a new car, a new promotion, the emotional state is that state of excitement. And I want to build on that because this is a new year. One of the foundational secret of success is that you must enter the year with excitement. That's the first thing here. Excitement. So since we use the concept of new house, new car, new job, and to get to excitement, it means also somebody should enter the year with excitement. And I'll tell you why this is important as we move in this cycle. Excitement is the foundation. The second thing here is that excitement gives birth to energy. Then energy gives birth to actions. Then actions gives birth to results. This is the cycle of success. From excitement to energy, to actions, and to result. Every time a man succeeds or every time a man fails, every time a woman succeeds or every time a woman fails, we see that this cycle was adhered to or this cycle was broken. Success or failure can be explained by this simple cycle, from excitement to energy to actions and to results. Excitement is the foundation, result is what we want, and this is the cycle. Let me explain this to you so that you can understand how this helps success. I will tell you the different categories of people, 4 categories of people. I will tell you the 3 levels of excitement in this presentation tonight. So let's go and explain this. See this. I want you to see this. That the difference between success and failure is the ability to generate and sustain excitement, energy, and focused and disciplined action until results are achieved. I need to take that again for those of us on Instagram that cannot see the slide. That the difference between success and failure is that ability to generate and sustain. So people who succeed not only generate it, they sustain it. Excitement, the energy, the actions. And in actions, I'm talking about focused and disciplined actions until, so they are excited until they achieve their result. We see that certain people can generate excitement, but in the face of obstacles, they give up. So they cannot sustain it. Some other people can generate excitement, but something happens on the way and they become distracted and they don't achieve results. But show me any man who is successful, and I'll show you that person that can generate and sustain excitement and get until result is achieved. So let's talk about the 4 categories of people, like I was trying to explain here. Category number one are people that they have little or no excitement and energy. So these people are very passive in life. If you pull them even to the stream, they say you can pull a horse, but the horse, you can't force the horse to drink. So when it comes to the things about success, about greatness, about stretching to become more, they are not just interested. That energy is almost near zero, is category number one. Category number two are people that have great excitement, but they have no staying power. So their excitement is just for one day. So they enter the new year with the new year resolutions. But by January 10th, today is January 10th, some of them have even forgotten their goals and the resolution that they set for themselves. So they have great excitement, but there's no staying power. That's category number two. Category number three are people that you have great excitement, great energy, but along the course of pursuing success, they become distracted. So they dissipate their energies in frivolities. They become distracted. A lot of that energy is used for the things that are not meaningful, the things that do not add value to their goals. So for them, it's not that they don't have energy. You can call this in quotes ADHD kind of people. They have a lot of energy, but the energy is dissipated in the things that do not lead to their goals. And category number four are those people that have great excitement, great energy, and focused and disciplined action until the result is achieved. And you will see these four categories of people. In fact, the parable of the sower explained this four. The seed by the wayside is category number one. The seed by the thorns is category number. You understand? The seed that didn't have a lot of soil, category two. The seed that was choked by a lot of distraction is category three. And number four is the seed that produced fruit, which is category four. So you see, life can be divided into these four categories. No energy, no staying power, destroyed by distractions, and finally the people that achieve results. I don't know, can you people see, the people on Instagram, can you still hear me? The people on either Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn or X, can you still hear me? Hello, can you people still hear me? Okay, thank you. Yes, I just got somebody to confirm from Facebook that they can hear me. Yes, thank you. So I just got that. Yes, okay, thank you. From Instagram. So we see that four categories of people, and this year you will meet people like that. In fact, we've met people that January 1st, they have all their goals, but hey, they've forgotten about it. So you need to generate it, you need to maintain it, until, the key word is until your results are accomplished. Those are the four categories of people that you will meet in life. Every time you look at life, you will see those four categories of people. So let's make progress here and talk about excitement, because excitement is the foundation, is the starting point. Excitement, thank you. YouTube is good, thank you. Excitement is the foundation and the starting point. So if you cannot generate excitement, you're not likely to succeed. So let's spend the remaining 10 minutes of this broadcast and talk about how do we generate excitement? What exactly is excitement, and what's the difference between excitement and enthusiasm? Let's just deal with that in this particular presentation. The goal is for us to learn one thing every time we gather, so that we can build on it the next time. So the next thing I want to talk about here is that excitement creates positive outlook. When a person is excited, so I give you a new car and you're excited, the next thing is that you begin to see all the opportunities that new car. You get a new house, for example, you begin to see your life in that particular house. You get a new job, you begin to see the future through the lens of that job. So that excitement creates positive outlook. Now, if you want to go into psychology, people will say excitement is the emotional state that you have, while enthusiasm is your positive outlook, your excitement about something. So you see these semantics. They'll tell you the excitement is short-lived, that enthusiasm is has a longer duration. There was some people will tell you that excitement is extrinsic, enthusiasm is intrinsic. I don't want to go into those debates, you understand? I just want you to understand that excitement creates enthusiasm about the future, optimism about the future. Let me give you an example. And I read this story in a book by Jack Canfield. He talked about a woman who had written a writer, and she has submitted her papers to a lot of her scripts to a lot of newspapers and all that, and had gotten a lot of rejection. So she went and wrote a beautiful story and sent it to a major magazine, and the major magazine sent back the manuscript. And guess what she did? She just took the manuscript because there was no excitement to open it. That excitement of, oh wow, let me see what they're saying about this. So that she just closed it. She didn't even want to look at it. She kept the manuscript and kept the manuscript somewhere for years. She didn't even bother opening it to see what exactly was in that particular letter from the newspaper, because she just felt that what they would say again is another no, and she wasn't interested in seeing another no. Guess what? Many years later, when I think she was either moving house or clearing some place, as she saw that envelope, she decided to open the envelope to see. Many years, let me even see what they were saying now. And when she opened it, you know what she found out? The newspaper wrote back to her and said, "Wow, we liked your story. It's an amazing story. The thing that we want you to do for us is, can you take pictures with some of those people that you interviewed in the write-up? Put the pictures and send it back to us, and we'll pay you $1,000 and publish your story." She missed an opportunity. That opportunity could have started her writing career simply because she was not excited, and she couldn't approach life with that excitement. The rejection that she faced just made her give up. And so that's why excitement is important, because it leads to enthusiasm. I think it's Winston Churchill that says that success is going from one failure to another without losing your enthusiasm. Bruce Barton says that if there's one gift you should give to your child, please give your child the gift of enthusiasm. Life will knock them out. They will have failures in life. But if they can maintain that sustained enthusiasm, they will eventually succeed in life. So that's why excitement is important, because sometimes without excitement, the gift that life has in store for us, that envelope that all we need is just for you to put picture and pay us $1,000, you will not open it. And some of us here, there are gifts that we have buried. We have not opened the gifts that we have, the talent that we have. We can't explore the opportunities that life has in store for us simply because we are not excited about life. I don't know. Am I communicating, guys? Am I communicating? Are you with me this evening? Hello, are you with me this evening? Let me be sure. Are you with me? Are you following me? Okay, I know you can hear me, but I just want to be sure that are you following my concept? Yes, thank you. Thank you. I've gotten 2 feedback. Yes, thank you. I've seen that. Okay, thank you. So I can see that you're following me. Look at what Valdo Emerson. So what's the link between excitement and energy? It's an effective handshake. Excitement is what generates energy. And Valdo Emerson says enthusiasm is the mother of effort. And without it, nothing great was ever accomplished. So that excitement that gives birth to enthusiasm would give birth to effort. And it says without enthusiasm, without that energy, without that effort, nothing great was ever achieved. If you want to accomplish greatness this year, you need to be excited. You need to sustain your enthusiasm until you accomplish results. So let's move. Let's see another quote. Look at what Johann von Gogh says. He says, energy will do anything that can be done in the world, and no talent, no circumstances, no opportunities will make a 2-legged animal a man without it. So it simply means that if you don't have energy, your talent, you can be a bundle of talent, but without energy, your talent will lie dormant. No circumstance, no opportunity, no favor, no open door. You can't maximize it without energy. And we see from the previous slide that it's enthusiasm that gives back to energy, and excitement is what gives back to enthusiasm. So excitement, enthusiasm, energy. And it says without it doesn't matter the talent, it doesn't matter the circumstances, it doesn't matter the opportunities that comes your way. There are so many people that have a lot of opportunities, but they have the energy to harness that opportunity is not there. And when I saw this quote, I just said to myself that the concept of time and chance it requires wisdom and energy to maximize it. We can talk about time and chance. Without wisdom and energy, you will not maximize your time and the chance that life is bringing before you. So I think at this stage, I would like to talk about the 3 levels of excitement, so that as I bring this to a close. So we've talked about the cycle. You understand, the cycle starts with excitement and gives birth to energy. In between, we talk about enthusiasm. Energy will lead to actions, and actions will lead to results. And the difference between success and failure is that ability to generate and sustain it until results are accomplished. So let's delve into excitement a bit and talk about the 3 levels. As I meditated and studied and researched this thing, I said to myself, excitement can actually happen at 3 levels. Level number 1 is based on what you receive. So level number 1 is somebody gives you an iPhone, for example. Somebody gives you a brand new car, for example. Somebody gives you a house. The example that I gave at the very beginning, that's level number 1. Excitement based on what you receive. I have a new car. I have a gift for you. That's level number 1. Can I ask somebody here, can I ask somebody here, what do you think is the problem of level number 1? If your excitement is based on what you receive, might there be any challenge or problem with level number 1? If excitement is based on what you receive only, if I can only be excited based on what I receive, what do you think the challenge with that is? It won't last. Thank you. Level number 1 is it won't last. Thank you. That's level number 1. It will not last. Excitement that is based on what you receive, it will not last. I think there's another challenge apart from it will not last. Is there any other challenge? Thank you. I can see LinkedIn has joined also. Facebook, Twitter. I think the only one we don't have here is X. It is weak. Thank you. Another reason I think the problem with level number 1 excitement is that it is largely outside your control. Thank you, Chinedu. Exactly. You just took the nail. It is likely outside your control. You understand? Because it is dependent on somebody else. So it is based on what the person gives me. So my success my happiness is a function of what you give me. So if you don't give me what I want, then my excitement is no longer within my control. And I think that person is a poor person whose excitement, whose enthusiasm is a function of what people do for him or her. So level number 1 is good, but level number 1, like we've said, is short-lived, is limited. It's not within your control. So that's level number 1. Level number 2 is based on what you achieve. So you set a goal for yourself, for example, to earn $1 million, you earned it. To build your own house, you built it. To get married, you've gotten married. You understand? To come out with first class, and you came out with first class. So based on what you achieve is level number 2, which is level number 2, based on what you achieve. So why that is fantastic and amazing, can I ask somebody here, what do you think might be the problem with level number 2? There are no right or wrong answers, but might there be a challenge? So level number 1, we know, based on what you receive, is somebody else, is dependent on somebody else. And the day somebody knows that he's in control of your joy and your happiness, that person has become, in quotes, the God over your life. So what do you think might be the problem or the challenge with level number 2 excitement? Level number 2, based on what you achieve. Oh, you want more. Thank you, Chike. You want more. You understand? So if you get there, you achieve it, you want more. Somebody, okay, I'm looking at people, anybody on Instagram, based on what you achieve is level number 2. So you get to that level, that success is, that excitement is also temporal, because as soon as you achieve it, you want more. After you've achieved the goal, that's one challenge. It comes with certain conditions. Okay, I think in addition to what we've said, because of time, I think we need to have 7 more minutes to 9:30 or 8:30 in UK time, or 3:30 for those in America. I think another problem with this is that it means that if I set a 4-year goal, my excitement will only happen at the end of 4 years. It means that I will live a miserable life, because at the end of the day, my excitement is contingent until I accomplish that goal. So until I get to the moon and come back, I will not be excited about life until. So that person's excitement for 4 years, for 5 years, for 8 years, depending on what the goal is. He will not be excited until after he has accomplished the goal. And we know that success is impossible. You need to have excitement before you accomplish your goal. It's not after you've accomplished your goal that you generate excitement. And if you're not careful, if you cannot set another goal after that, then depression sets in. So I read an article of the people that went to the moon and came back. And after they came back from the moon, some of them entered into depression, because if you have gone to the moon and back, what other goal can you set for yourself? So if your excitement is simply until I accomplish a goal and come back, if you cannot set a bigger goal, then that excitement will die. And if you're not careful, depression will set in. So why this is good is level number 2. There's level number 3 for me that is important to success. And level number 3 here, because I wanted to say based on what you expect, but just to keep it in terms of the same words: receive, achieve, believe. Based on what you believe. This concept here is the concept of excitement that happens as a result of expectations. So level number 1 is the gift that somebody gives me. Level number 2 is when I accomplish a goal. Level number 3 is based on your expectations. What do I mean? And this is the level here when we say expectancy creates excitement, that good things happen to those who believe that good things will happen to them. So that positive energy that they radiate, they believe that the year is going to be a good year. They believe that the lines will fall for them in pleasant places if they are spiritual. They believe that things will work together for their good. Now, that positive belief now creates excitement even when they have not seen the result. So the year is just starting, but they know that the year is going to be a good year. And that knowledge, that awareness, that belief creates excitement, generates energy, makes them take the bull by the horn in order to accomplish success. This is level number 3. Now, I have not achieved it yet, but I believe I'm going to achieve it, and already I am excited. So this is excitement not dependent on somebody else, not dependent yet on what I have achieved, but it's dependent on the fact that I know that the year is going to be good, and because of that, I am already excited. I don't know, am I communicating? Am I communicating, guys? Am I communicating? Hello? Are you people still with me? Let me see. Yes, thank you. I've gotten a feedback. Thank you. I've gotten feedback from Instagram, from Facebook. So level number 3 is the concept of, thank you, from YouTube. Level number 3 is that concept of expectancy. I've not achieved it yet, but I'm excited already because I know I'm going to achieve. So it's that deep knowledge that this year is going to be a successful year for me, and it creates that positive energy that you begin to radiate it. And a big part of that is through your vision. So the vision that you have, you understand, when you design what you want, that vision creates excitement because you've designed your life, and that expectancy creates excitement. That expectancy creates, so vision creates expectancy, expectancy creates excitement. So people that are not already excited about the year, if you check it, the reason why they are not excited about the year already is because they don't have a vision yet for 2024. Because there's something about vision that creates expectancy, and that expectancy already creates excitement. And you see, you wonder where this energy is coming from. The person has a picture of the future that he wants and is going about to create it. So because of my time, let me bring this to a close. Now, one thing you will learn about from psychology is that the mind cannot differentiate between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. I need to take that again. The mind cannot differentiate between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. When you talk about fears and phobias, you understand, anxiety, neurosis, a lot of those things are unfounded, but the mind cannot differentiate it. So that person is afraid, is timid, all the fears and the symptoms. You can see people's life has become immobilized by event that has not happened, but because they vividly imagine it, the mind thinks it has happened, and it is bringing all the negative emotions in their life. That's one, fear. Another one, for example, is lust. You understand? If you look onto a woman to lust, you've already committed adultery, because once you vividly imagine those negative things, it is considered as done. So the mind cannot differentiate between a real experience and one that is vividly imagined. So take fear, for example. We've given an example, neurosis, for example. Now you can flip it. If just by thinking negative thoughts or imagining negative things, your body begins to exhibit those symptoms, you can flip it and begin to vividly imagine a future that is bright, that is colorful, that is wonderful, that is amazing. That vivid imagination begins to create everything. So people will call it the law of attraction, or whatever. You emit positive energy to attract that, whatever you want to call it. But the mind cannot differentiate it. And once the mind thinks it has happened, the mind will begin to look for situations and circumstances to ensure that that thing that you have vividly imagined. Remember, not just imagine. The key word is vivid imagination. And what do I mean here by vivid imagination? Vivid imagination is the ability to see yourself in the future, or in your future, in possession of your dreams. Now, some people will call this faith, whatever you want to call it, but vivid imagination is that ability to see yourself in your future, in possession of your dreams. So this is not just about, I see 10 years from today, you see yourself in possession. You see yourself in that house. You see yourself with $1 million in your bank account. You see yourself in that perfect shape that you want yourself to be. You see the marriage working. You see yourself in health. Whatever it is, you see yourself in your future. But when you see yourself in your future, you see yourself in possession. So you see yourself experiencing that vacation that you want, the lifestyle that you want. That's the concept of vivid imagination. You can see it in your mind's eye. And once you can see it and paint it and the rest, the mind begins to create the conditions for that to happen. So that's the concept of vivid imagination, the ability to see yourself in your future, in possession of your dreams. And one way to get to that point is it's through goal setting. I'll come to that. So let me ask you as I bring this to a close. As you look into 2024 here, because it starts with excitement, that's the first pillar I've covered today. The question is, what can you see? So new year, can you change that new year and ask yourself, what can I replace with that new year, 2024? New prospects, international open doors for you. What can you see? The new house, the vivid imagination. So when you say new house, what kind of house, in what location? You understand what kind of environment, what can you see? The new car, not just the new car, what type of car? You know, the future, what kind of car what can you see? The new job, can you describe the job? How much would you be earning? What kind of organization and the rest? The shape, how many kilograms, how many kilograms do you see yourself and the rest? That vivid imagination is the starting point. So what can you see this year is the starting point, because that vision creates expectancy. That expectancy creates energy and creates excitement. Excitement gives back to energy. Energy gives back to action. The action of trying to bring to pass the vision that you have, and at the end of the day, the result. So it's like you've lived into the future. You understand? That is what it is. You've lived into the future. And if you see every successful man, what they're trying to do is reproduce the future that they see. So take this like building a house. You see a plot of land empty, but the architect in the mind's eye sees a skyrise, 37-story. He sees the car park, he sees the dimension, he sees the floor, he sees all that, and he goes to the field and begins to bring it to pass. That vision is your blueprint for success, because it's what creates excitement. It's what determines the resources that you need. It's what determines that you wake up early and sleep late in order for you to translate it. What can you see? The excitement is the starting point of success in 2024. I want to bring this to a close. So in order to help us create the kind of picture that we want, I think that vision must be translated to goals. So we'll talk about the other part, energy, actions as we move forward. But I think we need to, at this point, do what I call the goal setting masterclass. So it's setting goals that excite creativity and unlock productivity. Keywords, people have goals, but some of their goals doesn't excite creativity, doesn't stretch them to want to dream and begin to think of different ways to bring it to pass, and also doesn't unlock productivity. So next week, if today's session was you learned something from today's session, I would like to thank everybody who joined from LinkedIn. I'd like to thank people who joined from YouTube, from people who joined from Facebook. I don't know if anybody joined from Twitter. I'd like to also thank people who joined from Instagram. So we are live on 5 platforms. But next week, we'll be talking about goal setting masterclass. So it's GSM, goal setting masterclass, setting goals that excite creativity and unlock productivity. The time for now, we'll still keep it at the same time. But after the end of this month, we'll decide that we should bring it from 9 to 8 or something. It's still 9 p.m. West African time, 8 p.m. UK London time, and 3 p.m. for those in America Eastern. I know the Pacific and different time zones in America, but we'll use the Eastern time. And the same 5 platforms, Dr. Max Oluba. I would like to thank everybody who joined. I hope the session was useful. Let me know. Somebody, was the session from Instagram, from LinkedIn, from Facebook? I hope the session was useful. I hope the session was useful. Thank you. I just got the feedback that I just got this, that today's message is super amazing, sir. I've been fired to achieve my goals. God bless you. Thank you. So thank you. I've seen another message. Thank you, Dr. Ayu. Yes, you reminded me to build a new vision board. Thank you, Wale Johnson. Thank you, Dr. Chinedu. Thank you. The session was useful, instructive, and inspiring. Thank you, Barrister Chike Ekweme. Thank you. So everybody, I want to thank you. Thank you, Sunday. Thank you, Insightful Saint, Kolawale. Thank you. So at this point, I want to thank everybody who came on board. See you next week, Wednesday. I think this link. Thank you, Femi. Thank you, Mr. Jago. Thank you. So I want to thank everybody. So next week, you can actually share this. So on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and LinkedIn, you can share it with your friends. Next week, we'll talk about Goal Setting Masterclass. See you 9 p.m. Next week. God bless you. Do have a great evening. Bye.